He leads us all the way, playing proper football, the Sheff United way. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale.
Good afternoon, everybody in United Land. Welcome to the Sheff United Way Watchalong. This is Oxford versus your Sheffield United. My name is Noah Snyder of the Red Half of Sheffield podcast. That's a podcast by two American Blades fans talking all things Sheffield United. And this morning, watching along with me is none other than Mr. Simon Sultana.
Good
and
morning,
how are you doing
Noah.
this morning, Simon?
Good morning. Doing all right. Doing okay. Just enjoying the getting back to spring weather here in the Central Valley. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm very thankful for the weekend. It is a full day of football for me. United this morning, Werder Bremen, my Bundesliga team, like right afterwards, and then LA Galaxy in the afternoon. So doing pretty much nothing but watching the football all day today. But the first game that I'm going to be watching, and the most important and dear to my heart, of course, is Oxford versus Sheff United. And, on paper, obviously, Simon, this one looks like it's going to be potentially an easy one, but there are, as we know, I know, but potentially, there are no easy games in the championship. Leeds certainly proved that today in their draw away at Luton Town. So an opportunity for United today to put a little bit of breathing room between that dreaded third place spot in this race for promotion. I watched exactly 0 minutes of that match. I understand you watched bits and pieces of both Burnley versus Coventry and Leeds and Luton. So do you want to just talk a little bit about what you observed and how both of those clubs fared in their fixtures this morning?
Yeah, so I watched just a tiny bit of Burnley. I'm sure Johnny could tell us plenty. He's on right now.
Oh yeah, I see Mr. Johan.
They look like they pretty much had it in hand. When I woke up, it was 1-1. But by the time I had turned it on, it was already 2-1. Or maybe just after, but I had already been focusing on Leeds because when I got on the treadmill, then I actually put both on. And then Leeds, I was listening to Benjamin Blue, and he kept saying that he thought that Luton had the better second half. I don't know that I necessarily agree with him. Leeds had their chances, but they had a glorious chance, which would have been unfair because it was offside anyways in the build-up. But ended up flubbing off an ankle as opposed to putting it in. So we'll take it. If other teams want to do us favors, that's fine, but you still got to take care of your own business, right?
Yeah. And I had a sneaking suspicion that Luton were actually going to give Leeds a game. Obviously Luton in that relegation dogfight, but on their day, they have the ability to give pretty much anybody in this league a game. Obviously, they still have some very good players in that side. They've just not been able to put it together at all this season. I put a $5 on them to stay up. So
did you?
We'll see. I did.
I think that was probably a good investment because they're going to fight for their lives. No one wants to go down twice in a row. That's just,
yeah.
Nobody wants to be part of that. Those players are going to play with pride, and they're going to do their darndest to make sure that doesn't happen.
The dreaded Sunderland-esque double drop. You don't see it very often, but obviously they're very much in danger of it. But we are about 10 minutes away from kickoff. So let's quickly run through the team that Mr. Chris Wilder is going to be putting out today, and it's an unchanged side from the team last week that beat Coventry under the lights of beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. Cooper and net, Sariki, Anel, JLT, Burrows, Chowdhury, Peck, Hamer, Brewster, BBD, and of course Campbell up top. Some news as far as the subs are concerned. Mr. Vinicius Souza back amongst the subs. Could he get a little bit of time today, maybe late on, and especially if United are ahead deep into the second half? A possibility, but also you might want to take your time bringing him back, obviously, as he's picked up quite a few niggling injuries this season. So, I mean, Simon, your opinion, you don't change a winning side, do you?
No, you can't. I wondered, listening to, I didn't really get a chance to hear. I couldn't find Wilder's full interview. I don't know if you saw it anywhere, but I couldn't find the full interview. I found like the short version, and then I had, I read, his points, and it sounded like Souza was close last week,
Right.
and could.
But you'd rather not risk. You'd rather
sure,
not
and
risk.
that made sense. Yeah. But after another 8 days, it makes me believe that today, he's likely to come on. I would imagine he's going to come on with, play a good part of the second half, is what I would guess.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I really liked his comments about Brewster and Campbell. Obviously they've formed a really, really strong striking partnership up top. And obviously the proof is in the pudding. Ty Campbell, absolutely on fire. Rhian Brewster, last 3-4 matches, absolutely on fire in that position. And look, which is not to speak ill at all of Callum O'Hare, who's I think has had quietly a great season. Look, he's not putting the statistics on the board as far as offensive production, which is kind of what we were initially looking for from him. But at the same time, I just think that his ability to press, I think, is really unmatched in this league. He's probably one of the best pressing attackers in this league. But that being said, Brewster's been putting the ball in the back of the net, and obviously you need goals if you're going to win games. And so I would look for Callum O'Hare to come on today. If we're ahead by a couple of goals in 60 minutes, I'd probably look for Cal to get about 30 minutes under his belt. The one, I don't want to say it was a surprise per se, but I thought this would be a game for maybe Tom Cannon to start. But like I said earlier, you don't really want to change.
You're lucky Chad's not here.
I know. I know. He'd rip me a new one. He'd absolutely rip me a new one for having the absolute audacity to say Tom Cannon should start. I thought Davies could potentially be back on the bench, but it appears on its face that we're going to have to wait for Plymouth next weekend. Probably not Millwall in the middle of the week. And I see a couple of folks are starting to put their score predictions in the chat. Please make sure you do that before we get started. We definitely want to hear from you. Johan, Chad is currently up in Detroit. I think he was either on a stag do last night or is going on a stag do tonight. If it was last night, I'm just making the assumption that he's not feeling so hot right now. But Chad, if you are watching,
probably missing a
love
shirt,
you, buddy.
Right?
Huh? Yeah. He's definitely missing his shirt. Absolutely.
Not pants.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably butt ass naked. Wherever he is.
I don't know how long he lasts in Detroit.
I can't imagine what a stag do looks like in Detroit.
Detroit's got some great areas.
I know that's your hometown as well. So, just a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. No, we're not going to actually be live stream. We're not going to actually be streaming the game on this channel, obviously due to copyright restrictions. However, if you are in these United States, you can pull up the Paramount Plus app if you got it and watch on there. Or if you're not, you know what to do. I'm not going to say anything more than that. We're certainly not going to be advocating, but you know what to do. So again, look, like we said earlier, there's no easy games in the championship. This one is probably going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a lot tighter than it looks on paper. Because obviously Oxford are down in that relegation dogfight as well, and they're fighting for their lives to stay in the championship. So I do think they will give Blades a game in this one. With that being said, Simon, how do you think this one's going to go?
I don't usually do predictions. I hate it. Oxford have not been on a very good form lately, right? So
Yeah.
And I watched the highlights from their loss against Borough, and they had their chances in the first half. They certainly, I kind of liken it to how we played against Leeds. Like we had that 15-minute spell where we should have gone up, 2-0, and had we done that, that's a different game.
It's a different ball game, yeah, for sure.
But it was all Borough pretty much in the second half. They're just, they're going to fight for their lives, just the same, but they have not been on a great tear.
Yeah.
But they do have, what's his name? Brannigan, right? Brannigan coming back in.
Yeah.
Who's apparently a big piece for them. And their set pieces. You just never know with a team like this. They're gonna play for the set pieces, and they're very dangerous on them. They have long throws. They have some big big players that can bring those balls down, and wreak some havoc, in our area. So, I'd love to say we're gonna just pull this one out 1-0. I would love a 1-0. That's what I'm gonna hope for.
I predicted slightly more favorable as far as the goal differential is concerned, as United walk out of the tunnel alongside Oxford United. And obviously we are in those beautiful third kits, the cathedral kit, as they call it. And it actually looks to be an absolutely gorgeous day in the south of the country. Sun is out, shining. Doesn't look like there's that many clouds in the sky. I'm going to give my score prediction, and I will say it's going to be Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 3. So I'd love to see Brewster continue his good run of form, getting a goal. I'd love to see Campbell get a goal, and then I'd like to see a goal from maybe an unlikely place. City Peck, I would love for him to score his first goal. That celebration is going to be unbelievable when he does get that first goal. Because hell, he celebrates everyone's goals like they just won the World Cup,
You could tell he really wanted it last week.
I know. And
you could see it.
If you listen to the podcast, both Chad and I noted that everyone was just trying to feed him the ball. They probably could have taken some better opportunities, but they wanted City
like the kids teams I used to coach when there was that one kid on the team that had not scored a goal or whatever. And in the last game, everyone's trying to give him the ball. Yeah, you gotta love that. Gotta love that.
Yep, exactly. Hopefully Hamza Chowdhury, I'm sure we have some of our Bangladeshi fans watching this. Hopefully Hamza Chowdhury has a really good game today. Continues his good form, maybe makes an argument to continue to stay on the side even when Vicious Susan is back and fit to start. That being said, here they come, baby. Here they come. You just know. They're always right on cue, right on cue.
Since he signed, it was immediate. It was like a faucet.
Hey, look, he's probably, one could argue, the best player in Bangladeshi history.
It's a pretty big honor when you think about it.
Certainly the one with the most notoriety. Obviously, having played in the Premier League with Leicester, and who knows? If we go up, maybe we sign him and he'll be playing in the Premier League next season with Sheffield United. So, obviously, if you weren't watching the earlier games, Leeds United and Luton drew 1-1. So United do have the opportunity, like I said earlier, to put a little bit of distance between them and that dreaded third place. So that would be absolutely phenomenal.
How
And
great
we
would
are
those
going to
4
get,
points look, right? 4-point
huh?
gap. 4-point gap would look pretty good.
It would. It would. And especially considering that Leeds have a couple of even more tricky games ahead of them.
Burrow's coming next, aren't they? Or
Yep.
is that
Yep.
right? So are they
Yep.
away? Are they away at Burrow?
I believe they're at home. I
Oh,
believe,
so they're Ellen. Okay.
yeah, I believe
Okay.
on
That's
the
not going to
clock.
be an easy game. No, it won't.
It won't be an easy game, but it'll be fun to watch as a neutral.
Look, they're gonna have to step up to the pressure. I don't know if there's any Leeds fans here, but I mean, obviously the pressure is getting to them, right?
Yep.
And they're just gonna have to step up. And here we are, kickoff. The clock. We forgot the clock.
All right. It's just a 1 minute or 1 second off here as the
We
ball
should
is
do a time
driven.
check. Where? Oh, one of their players already down.
Yeah. I think you and I'm on 13 right now.
Okay, yeah, we're pretty much there.
Pretty much on the same. Yeah.
And Brown down already.
Yeah. Brown is already Brown is down as BBD was going for a ball, basically jumps on his back for all intents and purposes. And Brown does look like he's going to be able to continue here.
BBD down Brown. I was wondering if we'd see JRS here. There's a balloon. He'd be interesting. I was like, what is that? I thought it was like a floating shirt. I thought it was a floating Oxford shirt. What's he doing?
Coming, the goalkeeper goes long. It's headed.
Oh, no.
They get around. Oxford now shot, blocked. And now it's Brannigan. He passes out right to Plachetta. And now this is Volks back out for Plachetta. And Michael Cooper will claim as there was a little bit of an errant pass here. But
it'll be interesting to see how this plays out because I think we're one of the best on the counterattack in this league, if you ask me. I mean, we look like such speed, and such quickness of attack. And if we give them, their opportunities, give them the ball a little bit, as long as we can, hold off that there, and then just be able to counter, I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, I mean, is it going to be a case, do you think, Simon, where we give them the ball and say, hey, just come and try and attack us?
So far, it looks like that's where we're at. I mean, we're only 2 minutes in, but,
Yeah. Throw from Oxford. Oh, no. It's Dembele who's in, and some good last-ditch defending by Robinson. It goes off Dembele, and that is a goal kick for United. Really, really good defending there early on from
Chowdhury got beat there, which is kind of concerning. You don't want to get beat that early.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he definitely got beat there. Gotta be careful.
But he did well to recover. He was the one who knocked it. It was actually Chowdhury who knocked the ball off of Dembele's leg. Ball goes forward here. Oxford try a long ball, but Anel does pretty well. The ball will end up running out for an Oxford throw on the left-hand side here. Ball going last off Ahmed Hadzic. Yeah, so, I mean, it does appear that, Oxford are going to have a good portion of possession here, as I believe they're going to attempt a long throw into the box.
I think they only had 26% last week against Borough. That was crazy. Possession.
Yeah.
No,
it's Will Vox with the long throw. It goes in, and that should be a foul. Yep, that's a foul. Hamza Chowdhury was pushed over.
Yeah, 26%. We got down that low last year, right, in the Prem. I think a couple of our games we had low possession.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean,
the glory days.
Did we even have any possession in that Newcastle game? I certainly can't remember. My God, 8-0.
1,000,000 followers. Wonder he's popular. Yeah, 1,000,000 followers. That's crazy. No, there's no problem at all, Dublin. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
Long ball taken down pitch, but runs out of play. So, I mean, it could be tricky to try to get out. I mean, especially if we're going to be playing long balls like that. It's funny because in a lot of the matches, we've sort of attempted to build up from the back. I mean, I don't think Oxford are going to play a hard press in this one. As Jack Robinson will just lift it into the Oxford end, and they'll do the same. We'll run back to Cooper, and it's Jack Robinson now. And now United will build up from the back. And it's Robinson.
That's the thing about this team is I think we can adjust our play, right? We've had seasons where that's not been the case, and it's looked ugly. It's nice to see now they have the as it stands, so there's no longer a point gap as I look at the table.
And that one will run out of play here. After
the goal
Volks heads it
differential is
out.
a problem we can't do anything about at this point, I think.
Right. No, you just have to win matches at this point if you're if you're United. Really good ball down the right-hand side for Oxford.
Ooh.
And
holy mackerel, that was
United managed to clear the ball. Ball was crossed in. And
he didn't even take an attempt there.
Yeah, I mean, he should have taken it first time.
Yeah. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think it was, I don't know, he's stuck between the scissors or bringing it down. I have no idea.
Yeah, Sariki with a good job ensuring that ball didn't go out for a corner, I thought. Yeah, that was a really good ball for Plachetta down the right-hand side. And then he was looking, I think, for Harris in the middle.
I was going to ask you, how do you pronounce his name? I'm not sure exactly. I heard
Plachetta.
Is it Plachetta?
I think it's got the Polish, like it's like the L, but it's got the little ball goes in off a long throw, and it's booted out. But yeah, Oxford having the majority of possession here, and United haven't really had a sniff. Very surprising early on. But here comes BBD, making a marauding run down the right here.
Weak pass.
Great pass for Brewster.
Oh, not bad.
Brewster with a shot. It'll go just left of goal. And they're going to say that's a corner. That it took a little nick off the defender.
It did. It did.
Peck with a really good through ball. Really, really good through ball. I didn't even clock that Peck kind of made that happen there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I like Brewster shooting. It's just, you know what, keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Why not? They're going in the back of the net.
Absolutely.
Hummer going to be taking this corner here. It goes in, heads go up, it's headed out. Chowdhury now with it. Chowdhury trying to make his way to the byline, but that's going to run out. Although I'm not so sure it was off of Chowdhury. I believe that should have been a United throw-in. Let's see.
No, I don't think so. No, it looks like it did come off us.
Could have potentially been a foul, but not enough on it, I guess.
I don't know if we have to. I don't know what's going on in the chat here, whether or not, because I can't.
Dembele down into the United third, and Chowdhury will make a good interception there, and this will be a corner for Oxford United. Yeah, we'll just ask that folks keep it civil in the chat. Don't make us moderate. That's an extra job for us, and we really don't want to do that. Especially no politics. Please keep it to football.
Wait, how did I start it by speaking about Hamza? I love the guy. What the heck? Just because I said a lot of Bangladeshi fans showed up. I'd say the same thing if it was a Maltese player. In fact, I was really proud when we had a Maltese player.
Ball went in for Plachetta, and it was headed right to Cooper. I'm sorry. That would have been Heilig. And right into Cooper's safe hands. Hamza Chowdhury, really good through pass for Hammer. It's Brewster now. He'll pass out on the right for BBD. And a ball over the top looking for Brewster.
Don't give up a foul.
And Dembele right in the corner trying to make his way out, but Brewster, and that'll be a foul on Brewster.
That was weak.
He fell over, I mean, realistically, but I think they're going to call that every single time. Brewster feels hard done by that, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, look, he got him on the ankle a little bit. A little bit.
They're always going to look for something to call there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you kind of have to if you're a referee. I don't know.
You're expecting it, you're expecting a foul, and then you see anything that looks remotely near it, and you're like, okay, yeah, there it is.
It's so weird seeing a three-sided stadium in the championship, man.
Yeah, their CEO was talking a lot this week about how desperate, they absolutely have to have a new stadium. So it sounds like he's marketing for that.
I mean, that stadium isn't that old. I feel like that it was built in like maybe the late 80s or the 90s, I want to say.
Really? Yeah, I don't know.
Why not just build a stand on that side? I mean, you have to take up some of the parking space, but by the same token, like I don't think it's a terribly old stadium. I mean, you could modernize it even. I mean,
you would think.
Beautiful downtown Bramall Lane is, 160 some odd years old. So Oxford now with it. That's Volks, and it's a turnover. Hamza Chowdhury on it now. Nice. Wow.
Nice.
Great.
Beautiful.
Great pass. City Peck. It's out on the right. It was Campbell, but he's turned it over now, and
good control by Peck there. Good control.
Yeah. I mean, like it looked like it stuck right to his boot. It was a good pass from Chowdhury, and I mean, Peck just made it stick right to his boot.
Wow. So Dublin says he was at the old Oxford ground, which was a dump apparently.
Yeah. Well, that's indicative to me that like it wasn't built that long ago.
That long ago, Yeah. I don't think Dublin's 180 years old or anything.
No. So Oxford now back in possession with it. And it's Romney. He'll put it over out on the left-hand side to Dembele. He's kind of their danger man, or he has been so far.
Well,
here's Dembele.
Today he has, yeah. I think he's only scored one for them. Is that right? I think against Watford.
He's just looked the most threatening.
Yeah.
Campbell was getting back on it, but it's a foul.
He has a habit of disappearing, so hopefully that happens here.
Hopefully.
He comes on in spurts and
that's a soft foul on Campbell there.
I think it was earlier on, I think is what it was. Dublin felt 180 after he was out all Saturday. That's great. I need one of those days. I need one of those all day, all night.
John, since nobody's scored yet, we'll let you have your prediction. All right.
Oh, Chad wouldn't allow that.
I know. I'm not Chad though.
No, and that's probably a good thing for everybody.
You don't need two guys on the Watchalong getting their tops off, Oh, something's going on here.
That's not incur more fines, please.
Romney's down in the box, and a big crowd has gathered some handbags. I want to see what happened.
Did you see the size of our fine? Our most recent fine? That's crazy.
120,000
We're getting into crazy
pounds. Absolutely insane. And it's because the refs can't manage these frickin' games, man.
Well, I mean, come on, but some of it is it's us. We're the ones that have that big of a fine. That's crazy.
Oh, I mean,
that was I don't know. Did he get a hand to his face? I think
Romney
may have gotten a hand to his face. But
Romney trying to make a ridiculous appeal for a foul in the box. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing.
Get up.
That's embarrassing. Months of wages for Brewster. The 125. Okay, that's funny.
So what are we doing here?
So that's
It's a drop
it's
ball
their
for-
ball apparently. I don't know. Apparently, because they stopped play. I guess for the they must have had possession when he stopped play.
I mean, it should have been a yellow on Volks there, or on Romney.
They're never going to call that. What
right.
for the going down?
For simulation, yeah.
They're not going to.
Absolutely.
No, they're not going to call that.
It's Sariki on the ball in his half of the pitch. He boots one down looking for Brewster. Really good job by Peck there to get the ball away, but Volk's back on it now.
Yes, they have, Dale. They've absolutely done us a favor.
Out on the right-hand side now. This is Volks. And wow. Really dangerous looking cross from Teravist.
Dublin asking us if either of us would keep Brewster next season.
Depends on which league we're in.
There's that, and then I also say it depends on the wages. I mean, he's got to take a lot less money, right?
Yeah, I he's got to be on like 60 grand a week or something ridiculous like that. Ball goes in, heads go up.
I remember when 35 grand a week was a lot.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Ball put back into the box here, and Robinson will clear. So yeah, United been under a little bit of pressure, really not had any sustained possession. Oxford doing a pretty good job in this one, about 16 minutes in, to turn the screws a little bit, actually put some pressure on United, and Volks will take another long throw. They are just really building up the pressure. United dealing with it. Dublin says Brewster's on 35K a week.
Noah's expensive.
I mean, I am. Oof. Dembele had a shot that was blocked, and United will go the other way.
Yeah, we need to get some possession here.
Yep. Here's Peck. Really good job.
That's not the way to do it there, though, Peck. Peck, hold the ball.
Yeah. We're just kind of all over the place right now.
Nice ball.
Peck for Sariki.
That's I got to call it. Let's go.
Absolutely.
It was from behind. I mean, it wasn't very strong, but still, you got to call that.
Yeah. Into the final third for United.
It's like this soft push on a back, on a corner. That, always gets called. It's that same thing.
Yeah, 100%. Is this Hamer territory? I mean, he scored from maybe 5 yards. Yeah,
he sent plenty over the last few months. So, maybe it is.
That's a little far.
That'd be a pretty crazy, incredible goal.
That's actually about, I think, maybe 10 yards further away than last week's wonder
Let's
goal.
not put it past him. No, we're not even trying. Oh, Brewster just hacked. The ball was nowhere near. He shot like it was.
Yeah, Brewster goes into Dembele, and Dembele goes down like a ton of bricks.
Look at this.
Wasn't even watching him.
That's amazing.
I mean, so here's the thing about Brewster. I mean, I don't know. Even if we do go up, maybe you take a flyer on him, but you tell him that, look, the wages have to go down a lot.
I'm sure they have, though, right? I'm sure they've had that conversation.
I mean, Wilder in his interview did say he'd like Brewster to resign.
Yeah.
He even implied he'd like JLT to resign.
Yeah, he said he wants them all to resign. Anel, him, and Brewster.
Yeah. Yep. So Oxford back in possession now. And Volks will put in a cross to absolutely nobody. This one will run out of play, and it'll be a United throw.
Is JLT's contract out this season?
Yes, right? I believe so.
So
I believe
that's
so.
That's a bigger question. The guy's your captain. That's pretty crazy, but it just
But the thing is like in the Premier League, I mean, we absolutely need either
He
Anel
can't
to
start in the EPL if we go up. There's
yeah,
no way.
yep, 100%. I
And
mean,
if
I
people want
would,
to give me hate for that, that's fine. But he just can't.
I'm unsure about even Anel, like, I mean, it depends on how serious we are. Like, I think we need potentially an entire new back line, with the exception of maybe Harrison Burrows, who can play. I mean, I think Anel can sit on the bench and be a sub if we go up, but
I don't
I
think
don't
he's
know.
going to do that. I don't think we're going to be able to afford big wages for that.
Yeah.
For him to be on the bench. That's the thing about whether we go up. I was talking to a director of my daughter's former club, and he's a Leeds fan. And we just don't have the players to go up. We'd
Long
have to
throw
change.
goes in, heads go up. It's headed out.
We'd have to change
Chowdhury.
half our team. Here we go.
Wow,
Here we go.
Chowdhury, really good job to get away from his man.
Nice job, Hamza.
But is not able to get the ball into a good position, and the ball's taken away, and away comes Harris for Oxford. And it's Romney now. It's booted forward right into Anel's feet, and United will cycle again. Last couple of minutes have been better for United. It's
Better.
Anel now.
Hamza looking lively. Like it.
Yeah. I mean, he had that
Covering a lot of
one
ground.
tiny mistake which he recovered from very well. But yeah, I thought he's played well so far in the first 20 minutes or so. Oh, a mistake here. It's Brewster in the box.
Ooh.
And Sariki got headed out. And it's Peck for Brewster. Ball goes in, headed out. Burrows.
This is better.
Oh, really good ball from Hamer. Shot, save. Save by
shot.
Cummings.
Good save.
Really, really good shot from Burrows from the left-hand side. He played a little 1-2 with Hamer. Wow. Yeah, good opportunity. Campbell was also lurking to pounce onto any rebound that was going to come his way.
We have quality here. So that's great. That looked great.
Long throw into the box. It's headed out by Volks. And Sariki will get on it. He'll pass for... Nope. He's going to take it himself. Does too.
Nice job.
Tried to get it to Burrows. Sariki putting the pressure on still. Ends up going off of him and out for a goal kick now. A nice little sequence that. Really, really nice little sequence. Our first, I'd say, our most dangerous opportunity thus far into this one. Yeah, I mean, look, I think a lot of people expected it to be a cakewalk this one, but it's so far proving not to be the case.
We don't do that.
No.
Not when we expect it anyway.
Last week, I will say, did feel like by the 20-minute mark, it did start to feel like a cakewalk. Yeah.
But that was a different game because we didn't expect that. To me, like, our two great performances, most recently have been that and Burrow, right? And nobody expected those to be, excellent performances by us. And,
right. It's that playing down to the competition.
We're very good at that. We're very, very good at that. Although, again, we've played pretty well here in these last 10 minutes. 8 minutes.
But Oxford United do have a throw-in, which they will probably take a long one from, as Volks steps up on the sideline here to get one into the box.
He's
here
dangerous.
Every time.
He's dangerous.
I think that's just going to be their strategy, try to get it into a good position. Anyway, ball goes in. Cooper looked to claim. Chowdhury will clear, and we'll do it all over again here. Same position. And Sariki's down in the box. So is Brewster.
Sariki and Brewster, yeah.
I think it was a little bit of friendly fire here. Yep.
Yeah. That was a really good place to put that ball.
Cooper punched, I think, right into the back of Brewster's head.
Yeah.
And then both went down. I think they'll both be all right. I think they were just shaken up for a quick second here. But we will do it all over again. Volks to put another long ball into the box.
It was a really
long
smart place
throw.
to put a throw in because he knew there was going to be havoc there, and that's what you want.
Yep.
You want to put the ball where there's havoc.
Same thing, almost into the exact same spot, except this
high.
time Cooper's going to claim.
Yeah, too high, and Cooper's going to be able to get that.
And Cooper will roll it. And JLT is going to boot it down pitch.
Wow, stayed in.
And here's City Peck now. City
Nice.
Peck for Ty.
Oh, what the heck was that?
Ty Campbell just tries a shot from like almost 20, 25 yards to the side. I don't know if that he was looking for a cross there, but I mean, anyway, it sails out. Had to do just a little bit of moderation. Yeah, please,
Yeah.
hey, please don't spam in the comments. We appreciate it.
So yeah, Dublin asked if Volks was a ex Wednesday, and yes, he was.
Yep.
Not that long ago.
Not that long ago, yeah. I definitely remember.
Was he there a couple of years, I think?
Yeah, I believe so. Was he was on the team that went up in through the playoffs in League One, right? I believe so.
I think. Yeah, that miraculous promotion.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll never forget. I was watching that first.
I watched both legs.
And I was just like, wow.
Ball goes back to Cooper. Go ahead.
We were done by that season, so I watched both of those legs too.
Yep.
The playoffs are great when you're not involved.
We spoke too soon when we were singing the blades are going up and the pigs are staying down. Here's Chowdhury with it. He'll put it out to Sariki on the right-hand side. Tried the 1-2 with Peck. And here's Dembele now away. It's Romney out on the left-hand side. Romney looking to put a cross in, and that'll deflect off of Ahmed Hadzic. And that'll be a corner for Oxford United. So honestly, through the first quarter of this match, I mean, on its face, I'd say that Oxford have been maybe the better side so far.
Yeah, it's been a lot more.
Or dead even.
Yeah, than what most of us want to admit.
Yep.
Look at those cars. It's so funny. Yeah, they need a stand there.
Dembele puts the ball in. JLT heads it. And Volks will...
Easy.
Yeah, attempt a shot, but Cooper's right there.
Yes, JLT does indeed mean Jackie Longthrow.
Yes.
TB.
I forget sometimes that people are unaccustomed to the acronyms that we utilize.
But that one's pretty common, isn't it? I think that one's fairly common.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're not listening to like podcasts surrounding United, you might not know that one, but
at my daughter's games, people probably wonder what the heck I'm talking about when I say so and so medium throwers.
Yeah.
My wife is the only one that knows.
United are faffing about with it at the back as
that's fine. It's all right.
Putting on some pressure.
Keep ball.
Yep.
Get that possession number up.
Jackie Longthrow puts a ball down. Really, man, an inch perfect pass.
Really
and here's Hammer on it now. He puts a through ball looking for Burrows, and that's going to be tapped out for a corner.
It's a pretty easy corner there, actually, to take. That was, I mean,
Plachetta felt the pressure and put it out.
He could have prevented it, but is he wearing gloves?
Potentially a better player.
Plachetta wearing gloves? Yeah.
No, I think his wrist is taped.
Oh, okay. He's taped his wrist. Okay.
Yeah. Burrows is going to put this one into the box, and
what the heck?
It was right on the ground. Campbell still on it. Another bite at it potentially for United. Chowdhury
all over the place.
Good recovery there. Here's Chowdhury on it. Hammer's wide open. Here's Hammer. Out on the right for BBD. BBD trying to beat his man here. Ends up finding Campbell. Campbell! Oh!
That was close.
Great shot from Campbell and an even better save from Cumming.
That was close.
And that'll go out for a corner. Very, very close.
Dublin, what does that stand for? Oh, man. Oh, wow. He just saved that with his leg.
Yep. That's a phenomenal save from Cumming, the Oxford keeper. And we'll do it all over again. It's Burrows putting it in the box, headed out, but only so far as Chowdhury. Hamer will put it well out of play. But so far, the best opportunity of the match for Ty Campbell. And it is just a matter of Cumming making a lovely save indeed.
Best save of the game, that's for sure so far.
Yeah. Well, absolutely.
That's the best chance of the game for sure.
Yep.
See, so we're at. No way. Oh, okay. I thought that was possession.
Yeah, Alan, I'm inclined to agree with you. I mean, I think we do need to get a goal here pretty early on.
Hello, Peter.
At least hey there, Peter. Hello there, Peter. I'm going to need those TPS reports.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Really good defending there from BBD, and here's Brewster with it. It's now Campbell. He puts, good switch of play from Ty Campbell there. Really flowing now, United. Burrows out on the left-hand side after receiving a pass from Hamer. Ball goes in, and that's going to be just a little too far. However, Brewster will keep it in.
Pretty bad. It stayed
in. Sariki still.
Nice. Oh. Dang. Got touched. That touch, Campbell. Got to hold it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Dublin, that's funny. Is Norwood training our players how to take corners? That's so good.
I mean, to be fair, we can at least beat first man, this year.
Seems like we're at least doing that.
Yeah.
I think we're fine. Everyone, just let's calm down. I think we're okay. We're looking fairly dangerous at times here.
Potentially, like based on how I'm seeing the game right now, this is going to be a game where I think one goal may be enough to win it. Potentially.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope it's ours.
Yep. I mean, the thing is obviously we have much better quality subs sitting on that bench that we can bring on as well.
Absolutely.
That's a foul.
It was called, wasn't it? No.
Oh.
Wow.
Ball caught in Cooper's gloves, and he'll play out. Now it's JLT. And he'll pass for Chowdhury. Kind of a walking pace now. And Anel.
Yeah, they're not going to process.
Yeah, it's a slow burn. Burrows out on the left. Peck in the middle of the park now.
Chowdhury. It might be one of those where their manager, doesn't want them to press.
Right.
Because he probably knows how good we are on the counter.
Yep. Probably said, hey, park that bus.
Rowett's been there since December, right? So he's probably getting the hang of it. Although he got off to a really good start, right? Didn't they win like their first 3 games when he came on?
Yeah, I mean, look, at one point, this Oxford team were 12th in the league. Obviously, I don't think a lot of people expected that. Most people had them going down as, bottom.
Yeah, he was manager of the month in January. That's, pretty impressive.
Wild. Oxford has a throw on the right-hand side from their attacking perspective now. Is he going to try to put in a long throw from there? I mean, he's a good 40 yards
capable.
out.
He's capable.
I
He'll
don't know.
get
I
it to
think
the edge. He'll get it to the edge of the area, I think.
we will see here. Long throw comes in. You're right.
Look at that.
You're
Look at that.
absolutely right.
More than
Wow.
that.
What a long
Yeah,
throw.
He's dangerous. I tell you, it's like it's crazy.
And Volks will have another bite at the apple, this time from a closer position. JLT is down here.
Well, that's not good.
Is he going to be able to continue? We do have holding on the bench.
He just got stepped on, I think.
Yeah.
I think he got stepped on. He's fine.
Yeah, he'll be able to continue. That Nelson is pretty tall, I have to say.
Yeah.
He's got to be like 6'2", 6'3" at least. Ball goes in, heads go up. That's headed out by Brewster. And here comes a counter, a rare counter for United. Hammer, really good job.
Oh, BBD, that touch.
Almost got it to BBD.
He did. It's just the touch was horrible. Peck getting manhandled.
Yeah, Peck and Brown there get into a tussle. I think that was maybe a little bit of S-housery there from Peck.
It was both. Yeah.
Yeah, both were at fault. But, I mean, Peck grabbed his shirt and pulled it.
I don't think Peck would come out on top in that confrontation.
No, I don't think so either. So we're watching the game on Paramount Plus. We're obviously in the United States, if you can't tell by our accents. And, we get all the games on Paramount Plus, which is nice. In the meantime, here's Hammer. Puts it out on the right for BBD. We looked like we had momentum there, but the attack has sort of fizzled out a little bit. Jackie long throw will be played in here, and it'll be played for Hammer in the middle of the park. BBD for Ty. That'll be deflected out only as far as Anel at the halfway line.
I don't know what that idea was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Hamza Chowdhury on it now. Yeah, we're just poking and prodding. And a nice idea there from Hammer to try to put a through ball to Ty Campbell, but it runs through to Cumming, the goalkeeper for Oxford United. Yeah, I mean, tricky one this. This is definitely a tricky one. I just think we need to find that little tiny bit of quality to make a difference. Long ball ends up being intercepted by Peck. This one is going to run out, and Volks will have another opportunity
I don't like
chuck
that
this one into the box.
I don't like that decision by Peck there. That was silly. There's no reason for that. He should have just controlled it. He had no pressure on him.
Yep.
And now you're giving them this is playing into their hands. You don't want to be giving them many of these opportunities.
Right. Right. Because all you need is just a little screw up. Ball goes in, and it's headed initially by an Oxford player. It's Dembele, and they have scored.
That's what they do.
Oxford United have scored, and it's Dembele. Wow.
It's really, really disappointing that Peck gave that throw up. And there was no reason for that. Should have just brought that down and regained and restarted.
Wow. Unbelievable.
It's not a disaster. It's it's a wake up call. Got to be smarter than that.
Yeah.
And now I got to raise the volume here a bit.
So we'll need to get the score up here.
Wow, our win probability has dropped to 19%. That's not good.
And I think Campbell needs to do better there to prevent Dembele from getting on that ball. Yeah, it's headed up and not headed out, and it's quite a simple finish.
What's
for
disappointing
for
is that was always going to be the only way they're going to score, and we just gave it. We played right into their hands there.
Yep.
That's disappointing.
Now the question is are they going to try to be more defensive now? Are they going to make it more difficult for United to attempt to play through?
I would imagine. That's
Yeah.
the smart thing to do.
Yep. Well, here are United on the ball, and it's Hamza Chowdhury. And Hamer back for Chowdhury. A mistake from Chowdhury, but luckily it doesn't cost United at all, as the ball will run for Ahmed Hadzic.
They've doubled us on shots so far, 6-3, and we need to
Well, I
reverse
mean,
that.
well, look, on balance of play, they've been the better side. So it's not surprising at all. And the ball has been almost ran out there, but this should be
That's
an
theirs.
Oxford throw-in. Well, we're about 5 minutes away from halftime, and I think Wilder needs to get into him at half. Yeah, I mean, you got it spot on. Hopefully, we'll start to play better as a result. Yep, we definitely have to sort it out. Ben Brereton Diaz will clear the ball down, but that'll go out of play, and Oxford will come again.
The way I see it is we haven't played much worse or differently than we have, over the past 4 months on average.
Yeah.
The problem is we're giving them these opportunities that are their strength.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. I mean, here's another one. We're going to have to make sure we don't give up here, or that's utter disaster.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Yeah, ball goes in. Brewster heads it. BBD, that should be a foul.
It is. Well, no, it's our ball, whatever.
Yeah, Cooper will claim it. So here's Jackie Long throw.
I still see it as fine margins. It was like, if they don't have that throw, if they don't get that throw, which I think they should have had, this is still a, even game and still everything the way we want it. But we're going to have to change it up. Which I'm confident we're capable of. I think we can.
Chowdhury now on it. Good little pass for Anel. He'll pass it back for Cooper. He'll play it over to Sariki, back for Cooper.
Notice how they're pressing now.
Yeah, they are. Well, that means there's an opportunity to counterattack. I mean, if we can get them.
Could be. And say that, and now they lay off.
Now they lay off. Yep, exactly.
What are you doing? It might be one of those situations where the players want to go after it, right? They feel
right, and the coach, instructs them.
No, that's not what we're doing.
Right, that's not our tactics for this game.
I'm guessing that's what's happened there.
Hammer out on the right-hand side for Sariki. That's a good ball. Sariki into the area, and he has his pocket picked by Brown.
And usually he doesn't. That's just really disappointing there.
Yeah. Peck just lumps it forward, and Oxford will clear. Oh, wow.
What are we
Oxford
doing?
were almost in. I mean, I don't know why Cooper didn't try to come out and claim that. The ball was in the area.
Well,
but anyway,
you got two defenders on top of each other. It's like
that should be a yellow.
What are we doing? It should be. And it's not.
Nope. Sariki was taken down in stride. At full stride, and I don't think he got any of the ball. I don't understand how that's not a yellow card. Anyway, Hammer on the ball now. It's Peck. Plays in for Campbell. Brewster tries a shot. It falls for Burrows. Good idea from Burrows. That ball had not been intercepted last second, would have fell right for Campbell. Anyway, United get a corner out of it.
Come on, right here. Let's level this.
I mean, do we score from set pieces very often, especially corners? No, not really.
Could happen.
Burrows to take.
Come on, Anel, you get one here.
Ball will go in. And they'll clear, but only as far as Hammer. trying to be tricky with it here. It's Peck. Peck gets away from his man. Really
Oh,
good
that was going
save.
in, I think.
Good save. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, coming at
Good
the near
shot.
post.
Good shot. How beautiful would that have been, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Peck did a really good job to get away from Brown there.
Nice
Turned him
touch.
on a dime, put in
Good
a shot that Cumming makes a save he probably should be making, but
Yeah, but that was going on.
I think it
might
would have hit the post.
It might have hit the post.
Oh,
Oh,
a mistake there from the keeper, and United aren't able to capitalize. Dembele,
Nobody there.
good job from Chowdhury, and Burrow's now on it, and that'll run out for a throw for United. And Chowdhury,
should be some added time here, right? I'm guessing like
yeah,
3 or 4.
yep,
Watch
should
it only
be
3 or 2. 1? Are you insane?
1 minute.
How is that 1? There's no way.
Because we can't have nice things, Simon. We cannot
Oh.
have nice things.
Man, 1. What does he have to go to the bathroom? Come on. That's ridiculous.
Taking the piss in multiple ways.
This has to change in the second half. Otherwise, this is shaping up to be one of the worst outcomes that we could have hoped for this whole
Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, this is the championship, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Here's Burrows.
Oh,
what was
come
that?
on.
What was that, Gustavo?
Hammer?
Yeah.
That's disappointing. He's off balance, but come on. Got to do better than that.
Yep. I think that'll just about do it.
Time, probably.
And that's halftime.
We're tolling and we're done.
Work to do
Indeed.
for United into the second half.
Indeed.
Can we find the 2 necessary goals to get the 3 points in this one? I mean, it's not looking like it right now. Yeah, definitely a disappointing half, I'd say, overall. We certainly had some good opportunities, but Oxford United took their one and only opportunity, really. I mean, their only good opportunity, and Dembele puts Oxford ahead 1-0 in this one. So, yeah, definitely some work to do. Is this a game where, the subs are going to be the difference maker? Do you get a Raksaki on to try to change this game? I mean, BBD seemed like a passenger for a lot of the play. And to be fair, he has been in the last couple of games. I mean, he might have put a cross in or two, but do you want Sariki and Raksaki to link up? I mean, they've showed time and time again that they have, they do have good interplay between the two of them. So is that a sub that Wilder looks to make? I mean, Campbell had a couple of good opportunities. Maybe you hold off on trying to put Tom Cannon in this game. Brewster, yeah, I mean, he didn't look great, I mean,
I think he's looked fine. He's looked okay.
He's looked okay, but I don't think he was like unbelievable. So
no, I don't think anybody's been unbelievable. Not
Chatto is in here. That was an absolutely pathetic half. We look like hammered ass going to drop points against Oxford. Well, there you go. Unfiltered Chad.
The optimist has returned.
Yeah. I'm going to take a couple of minutes here. As always, Simon, why don't you go ahead and read out the rest of the fixtures and how they're doing. I'm just going to take a quick break, grab myself a little bev, and I will be right back. But I will leave you in Simon's very capable hands.
Sure. So it looks like Millwall and Portsmouth are still in the first half. 0-0. Bristol City. Wow, Bristol City's up 2-0 on Watford. Swansea Derby are 0-0 at halftime. Our neighbors are also 0-0 at halftime at Hillsborough against Hull City. Preston 1-0 up over Stoke City. Of course, we have Stoke City coming up. Fixture just got moved to a Friday, right? And Plymouth are up 2-0 on Norwich. Yeah, haha. Very funny, Chad. Chad's having his way. So, Chad, I didn't know you were in Detroit. That's cool. That's right. Didn't you say you were catching a Tigers game, right? Are you catching a Tigers game? Did you go yesterday for opening day? That was looked like that was a good game. So what are we thinking? What are we thinking? I mean, I think Noah mentioned the only real change that I could see, doing to kind of like, spice things up here, and that's bringing JRS on for BBD. Hopefully we get something going on the right side or anywhere on the pitch at this point. We've had a couple of, I don't know, opportunities. I call them, full-fledged opportunities, but just have not, been able to capitalize. And again, that's just I'm gonna sound like a broken record. The disappointing thing to me is that we played right into their hands there, and gave them exactly what they wanted. A long throw that they're going to be able to create something out of. That was going to be the only thing that was going to be threatening by them, and we gave it to them. So now the game's changed. So now we're going to have to step up. We're going to have to, change it up, and hope we can do something here. So what are we thinking? What are we thinking we can do, to affect this game? I don't know that cannon is the right answer. I'm sure Chad thinks it is. Right, Chad? Do we bring on our other TC to make this happen? Showing Bristol City's goal here on their first goal on Watford. Really nice, tucked into the corner there. That was early on. And I think their second must have come on not too long after that. Looks like in the 29th minute that they brought the ball in. And yes, right through the keeper. Not very good there. Andrew said that was not good. Those players need their heads warming. Hamza, get a grip. I thought Hamza's been okay, to be honest. To me, the only time you looked really, really vulnerable was early on, like in the first couple of minutes. The defense has been poor. To be honest, I don't know that our defense has been, the strength necessarily. That we haven't been tested very much where our defense is like, I think, held us in games. Yeah, and that's basically it. Like they have those long throws, and we're giving it to them. Holding might be an opportunity. I could see Holding, coming in. We haven't seen him in a bit. It's been a while, right? I think that might be a change. Who do you take off, or do you change up the formation? Yeah, I don't know that we do that at this
Unexpected result at least first half for Plymouth Argyle, up 2-0 over Norwich City. And they're showing Oxford's goal now. Yeah, Ahmed Hodzic doesn't do a good job in heading that ball away. I don't know if he's at fault. Yeah, both him and Sariki were going for it. But yeah, Campbell just basically lets Dembele walk in, and it's a really easy finish from about 4 yards out. So we'll answer this question once, and we won't answer it again. It really depends on what league we're in. If we're in the championship, I think Hamza Chowdhury is definitely a serviceable defensive mid. If we're in the Premier League, look, he couldn't make a Leicester side that are going to be going down this year from the Premier League. So, again, really, it all comes down to what league Sheffield United are going to be playing in next season. And they're showing the table as it stands right now at halftime. And Burnley, obviously, with their win today, have moved into first. United are currently in second and Leeds in third. This is going to be a big second half, a massive second half for United. Can we flip the script here and get a result out of this one? A draw will be tough to take, but that's what we need at a minimum. I think a loss today is potentially disastrous in our promotion chasing hopes, because You know, I mean, for I think Leeds are going to continue to drop points, just because that's how they've looked. I mean, they have won 1 in their last 6, which is an absolute
I
shambles.
think part of it though is we have to keep taking care of our business to keep that that pressure on them, right? I think part of that pressure is us taking care of business and them continuing not to do so, right? As soon as we slip up, then that gives them, you know, some thinking. In case you're wondering what Musa wrote there, it's not. It just says much love to Bangladeshis. So I popped it into Google Translate.
Oh,
Or,
look at you, man. Look at you.
yes, Dublin. Yes, okay. I know. You know what? I'm not the one who designed the badge.
Wait, so what is that? What does
The
that
whole-
mean?
Yeah, the two blades. They look like Spock ears or cat
I
ears or
see.
whatever.
I see. Okay.
Maybe I have my cat filter on. How do you know that's not the case? What's our prediction for this match? A lot different than what it was.
Yeah.
One
I mean-
nil to us is gone. That's for sure.
Hey, you know, 3-1, which was my prediction, is still in play. Can United get 3 goals in the second half?
Oh, that would be you would look like a genius.
I
You would
mean,
deserve that huge salary that you have.
what would I do with £35,000 a week?
Wow. Well, I know one thing you do. You've talked about doing.
Yes, I'd probably buy a house in Sheff and make frequent trips.
I thought you'd just buy a house in LA.
Well, that too, but I think a house in
you basically
house in
need
Sheff.
$35,000 a week.
Tell
Tell
me about it. Tell me about it. I mean, yeah, the minimum rent in Los Angeles. I mean, you're looking at like $2,500 for the smallest apartment. You know,
It's crazy.
it's insane. I mean, there are some people who aren't paying that on a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in other parts of California for their mortgage. You know, ridiculous. Yeah, speak it, make it happen.
Oh, gosh,
Speak it
that would
into
be
existence.
unbelievable.
That would be absolutely incredible.
Oh, now that you said it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Simon, did you see Burnley's winner?
I have not. I did not see Burnley's winner. I'm waiting. Paramount Plus is showing, I think,
Blackburn and
games that-
Middlesbrough.
Blackburn and Middlesbrough right now. So, what the heck was that? It was horrible. Did you see that keeper?
That's a phenomenal.
Oh, it deflected. Oh, he headed it in. Oh man.
Yeah.
Blackburn, horrible.
That's an incredible own goal, right past the keeper.
That was horrendous. God. I mean, I was a keeper, and like I distinctly remember something like that happening to me once, and I was just so mad. I was so,
You know,
like,
I'd sort of blocked it out because I had a horrible season, but I played 1 season in goal
really?
when I was playing football. Yeah. And I conceded about 4 goals every match.
Ooh,
And it was like, because it was a thing. It was like out of pure
I
necessity.
didn't give up that many goals on average. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking ASO. I was probably This was probably U12, U13.
You were young.
I was really young. You know, I mean, you're basically just getting done playing beehive football at that point. You know. Do you know what that is?
If you had a bad coach, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, you know, in the 90s, like people didn't, like in the United States, didn't know how to coach football at all. They're just like, go have fun. We've got orange slices for you at halftime.
And I think that's part of what the reason I became one is because I played the game here, and that was in the 70s, you know, late 70s or whatever. Maybe it was 80.
Yeah.
No, it was like 79 or 80 that I played, and it was just I distinctly remember how boring it was. I mean, coaching youth in this country was a disaster back then. And then I ended up coaching for almost the better part of 20 years or whatever it was, and you know, it's gotten so much better.
Yeah,
definitely much better in this country.
I mean, you know, tactics wins games. you win, draw or lose on your tactics.
But I
you know?
still, it's about technical ability though, and like players. I see, even like I watch my daughter's team. Nobody's watching from her team. It's like I doubt it, but it's like these girls are at 14, 13, and the technical ability is not there. And if you don't have technical ability, you can't do tactics. You just can't.
Right. No,
It's a disaster. You can try, but you'll fail. Right.
you're absolutely spot on there, Simon. Hey, you know what?
Noah would do watch-alongs of every game in existence if he was making 35 a week.
I'd never miss another game. That's for damn certain. I've had I buy a ticket for the lottery every once in a while. We have like some absolutely ludicrous like lottery offerings. Like, the Powerball gets up to like 400 million on a regular basis. And I buy a ticket because you don't buy the ticket to actually win. You buy the ticket to fantasize about what you do if you won. Anyway, we're about to get underway here, second half. And
I hope so. I hope we are about to get underway because we sure as heck have not yet. No changes?
Does not appear that there were any changes at halftime. But Oxford will get us started here as Romney sets the ball in the center circle. And not quite yet. Nope.
Ball needs to be on the line. I don't even know if that is. I don't think it is on the line.
It's not, but it's like, what are you going to do? And we are back underway here.
Oh, as a ref, I used to tick people off for sure. I'd go, it's not on the line. I just sit there and stare at him.
Jackie long throw with some good defending against, I believe that's Pochetta. I believe, is he Polish, Pochetta?
Yeah. Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell because of that L.
Wait, I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is.
The L in Pochetta makes a W sort of sound. I learned that from my time in Poland.
Yeah, he signed with them over last summer.
Yeah. And another Volks long throw incoming here, as Oxford have done a good job already to get the ball into the attacking area from their perspective.
It's not good. Not good at all.
And they're just kind of crowding Cooper. That should be a foul. Pochetta ends up booting it well over into row Z.
Thankfully.
So if you haven't already, let us know where you're watching from. I always love to hear from folks about where they are watching. I know we have quite a few Bangladeshis in the chat here. So yeah, let us know where you're watching. Booted
so
down.
Helic is he plays for Poland.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he does. Let's see, I'll plush out of though. I don't know that he does.
I didn't realize he was in their national team.
That's what I saw anyways.
Ben, are you visiting Madrid, or do you live there?
Yeah, for sure.
It's beautiful. Here's Campbell into the area, looking for Brewster. That'll be cleared out. And Dembele will get on this for Oxford, but good interception from Sariki. And Sariki will have a little bit of space here. Sariki and will win a corner for United as it deflects. Come on, let's go.
And then I start thinking, but we don't score in corners as I'm applauding.
A Paraguayan. All right. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah. I've never been to South America before.
Me neither. I've never been to Central America.
Ball goes in, and they'll do it. It looks like they'll do it all over again.
Wait, why? Was there a foul?
I think that there was some pushing and shoving before the
Oh,
corner
did
was
he
taken. I mean,
blow the whistle?
it was a horrible, horrible corner.
It was. You got to watch the wind here and obviously take that into account. So
Yeah.
luckily
Yeah.
we got another opportunity at it.
Yep. Here's Burrows to take. The ball goes in. The heads go up. It's City Peck with a header, and it's cleared off the line.
Man.
And it'll run out for a throw-in for United. And Jackie Longthrow is going to take this. Peck almost. It runs into Campbell. That's what happened. Ball goes in here, and it'll be cleared. Robinson. Chowdhury now. Really poor. Right over Burrow's head.
I'm not showing this again.
Man, all over this world of ours. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think Cumming probably would have had that covered.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, right off of Campbell. Speaking of Campbell, he passes for Brewster. Burrow. Oh, he had BBD back stick, but that'll be a corner for United as Brown clears it out.
Got to get ball side there, though. Got to get ball side. One of them. There were two players on the back.
Yep.
Well,
really nice.
Campbell's just late.
Yep. Just a step off, it looked like.
Gosh, Campbell. Got to be there earlier.
Oh.
Oof.
It's Peck. Oh.
That was desperation there a little bit.
Yeah. JLT will pass back.
Sariki will put the ball nobody in there. Come on.
But they mess it up, and Hamer will have another bite at the apple. Brewster, not a good cross in. United really putting the screws to Oxford, but Sariki will give the ball away.
They come on a counter.
And Oxford United will have the opportunity to counter.
We got numbers back.
Here's Romney. And that ball looked like it had a play.
Okay. Yeah. Aaron's saying for us to sync up.
Yeah. What are you on right now?
I'm at 50 there.
Yeah.
I'm exactly even with the clock, actually.
I'm a second behind. I'm 1 second behind you. I kind of don't want to reload it because I could go far back. Oh, come on. Oh. Campbell ends up running into Cumming, but they high five and no harm done there. But Hamer just looked to put a through ball for Ty Campbell to run onto.
Yeah, we do look a little more lively. I mean,
yep.
Lots of time left, but got to make it happen.
All right, I'm going to reload.
It's got to be 3 points. It really has to be. So it looks like
you're going to have to call it right now.
Bouncing around here. We've finally got possession. Here comes Peck down the side, and that's going to be a foul. We're going to have a free kick here on the left side. About, I don't know, what's 5 yards off the 18-yard line there.
Yellow card as well.
For his troubles. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Stuck his leg out. Okay, got to do something with this. This is critical.
I'm a good 6 seconds behind now.
How did that happen?
I knew this was going to happen.
Wow. So you reloaded and it went further behind?
Yep.
Okay. So what are you at?
52-34 now.
Okay. So I got a
ball goes in. Headed. Chowdhury.
It wouldn't work. It went live again as soon as I paused it. Why did it do that?
Here's Dembele, who passes for Plachetta. Hammer. Burrows now. and it's BBD down the left.
What was that?
Wow, we got lucky
Yeah,
there.
I don't know how
Ball
we got the
fell
ball
for
back.
BBD. It's Chowdhury now. He passes it over to Anel. Anel over to Sariki. And it's Robinson out on the left for Burrows. That ball looked like it ran out. Anyway, it's Hammer back on it now. Good switch of play over to Sariki out on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Peck for Anel. I mean, Peck was fouled there, but
We need to start attacking here.
advantage.
Stop playing with the ball in the back.
Yep.
I don't know what kind of advantage that is back there. But...
Yeah. Chowdhury, Burrows, not a good cross. Easily booted out of play. And an opportunity here for.
We're just not doing anything with it right now.
Yep. No long throw this time.
All the way back to.
Yeah, and now we'll go all the way back to Cooper. Chowdhury now with it. Here's Peck. Good little marauding run from City Peck here.
Nice. And then
for Campbell.
Back again. There we go.
Brewster now.
Oh, BBD, what are you doing? Get him off. Get BBD off. I think it's time. Why wait? Just bring Raksaki on.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, we can't be messing around anymore. I mean, that was a horrible touch. That was a horrible touch.
Yeah, completely killed the attack there. Yeah, that's a foul on Sariki there, or looked to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's probably frustrated with that. I mean, he should we had a good thing going and
yep,
just give it away, a bad touch.
It's booted down pitch.
Lost possession again.
Here's something for Campbell to run onto, but that'll be into Cummings' hands.
O'Hare for Brewster, says Paul Thomas. I think that might be
yeah. I could see both of those changes happening.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Cumming will boot this one down pitch, and Anel will. They're playing tennis with it right now.
Oh, what is that? Peck
trying to put a ball over the top to absolutely nobody in particular.
That's so frustrating. All right, I was able to pause it for a second this time. Every time I was doing it before, it was just jumping ahead to where it was before.
Yeah.
I think we should be synced.
Or what are you on right now?
50-38.
Yep, that's exactly where I am too.
Yeah. I've been doing this a long time, this syncing up thing. I hate doing it on SUTV.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a major pain in the butt. I cannot believe that I paid for SUTV for months.
Yeah, I can't believe you paid for that either.
we £25 a month. What was I thinking? We had like next to no games on SUTV this year. They're all on Paramount Plus.
It's only been like 2, right? 2 or 3.
And of course, you get absolutely no loyalty points for buying SUTV.
I think that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Brewster now. Ball goes out on the right for Sariki into the final third. Ball goes in, and that'll be headed out. Is that going to go out for a corner? Nope, that will be a throw. That's a good job from the Oxford defender there. Brewster was. Okay,
we got the wind in our favor. We have the opportunity to get a long throw in. Why isn't Robinson taking this?
Yeah.
There we go. Here's a change.
Vinicius
Oh, wow.
Souza,
Souza's in. Really? That's not what I expected.
yeah,
Change
was
the
not what
line.
I expected either. And it's
Chowdhury
unfortunately
on
for all the
this.
Bangladeshis, Hamza
That's just the one
Chowdhury
for one.
making way, and Raksaki will be joining.
There we go. Okay. I was going to say, that's not going to help us change this game. Was it for BBD?
I believe so. I don't see him
Looks
on
like, yeah, I don't
pitch.
see him on the pitch either. So that's him. Yeah. Let's hope that does something here.
Corner for United.
Another corner.
Good job by Sariki.
Oh, now the Burnley fans are showing up.
Yeah, of course.
You're welcome
Burrows.
to be here.
Burrows to take this. Goes in.
Oh, slipped in, but nothing.
Burrows
Oh,
into the
nobody's on that
box, but
side. That's sorry I
cleared
missed you
out.
there, Jevinator.
Oh shit! Shoot, a fall,
We're fine.
and
Is that a yellow? That's a yellow.
that'll definitely be a yellow on Ahmed Hodzic.
Of course it is.
Took down his man. I mean, there was a mistake there. I don't know who was that who fell.
I don't know. Oh,
Sariki, I believe.
oh.
I mean, to be honest with you, that's a pretty good tactical foul right there.
Yeah.
Good old tactical yellow. Going to drop out for 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead. So we'll wait for this free kick. Better a free kick than a throw, it seems like. I don't know that Sheffield FC are going to be in second. I don't know. I haven't looked at their table in a while. I don't see it happening. Yeah, that has to be a good booking, and Anel is always good for those, isn't he? Luckily, he's not in any danger anymore of any suspension related to accumulation. He had to take it. He did. Got us out of trouble.
Sheffield FC are look to be going down.
Yeah. I was
not doing well at all in the what is it, ninth tier of the game? Maybe I can't remember. I can't remember which tier it is. Here's Ahmed Hodzic on the ball. He'll play for Sariki. Looked like a decent ball for Raksaki down the right hand side.
Good idea. It's a little strong.
Yep. 30 minutes left to get an equalizer at the very least. And some disappointed United fans being shown now.
Yeah, this game very much a wet blanket so far. Not good.
Yep.
Quite a few fluorescent lime laver shirts.
Yeah, like the one I've got in the background here.
Mm-hmm.
Best away kit of all time. Second best away kit of all time. I'm more partial to the 92-94 kit. Personally.
I wore it on a day out in Malta a couple of summers ago, and I got sunburnt so badly. I remember had a few drinks that day.
Went right through you, the sun?
It went right through me and all around the shirt too.
Ball put into the area. United get back on the ball now, and it's City Peck. He'll play out for Sariki out on the right-hand side.
Come on,
now to Raksaki. Raksaki is taken down, and United will have a free kick from a decent position. Give this one to Hamer, or do you give it to Burrows?
I don't know. Either are good options. I think I'd almost rather have Burrows on it and Hamer just to create something in case there's a rebound or whatever, which I think there will be.
Both Burrows and Hamer standing over it.
There they are.
Peck's wide open.
Yes, he is. I'd almost
dummy it to him.
Cross it to him. Yeah, now defender's looking at him.
Short, Burrows,
oh, man.
right into the feet.
What? What is
What's
this?
going on here?
What, he's yelling at our players, though. What is it? Uh-oh, wait, he's going to talk to the AR here. He might have seen something. What happened? Oh, somebody got taken down?
Yeah,
Robinson
JLT
got
taken down in the box. They're going to actually do it
Oh,
all
they're
over
retaking
again.
it. Okay.
Interesting.
Wow. Let's do better this time, please. Oh,
And of course,
really?
we don't.
No, not even close. That was almost as
Siriki will go all the way back to Cooper here. Cooper will just boot it down pitch, looking for Anel.
Get there.
Oh, good last ditch defending there from Brown. Burrows was in there.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's a
Good back.
That's really-
much better backheader there by Anel
yeah, really.
than it was on their goal. Yeah, do that stuff in front of their goal, not ours, Anel.
Here goes Burrows.
Too much head tennis there.
Yeah, too much head tennis.
Silly.
Is that United's ball? Yes.
Yeah, he was playing for that throw all the way. It was great.
Yep.
I love how he timed his fall so that he'd fall over the ball
Right.
as it was crossing the touch line.
Yep. That's good work from Siriki. At the end of the day, that's solid defending.
We're down to 25 minutes.
Yeah, Peck on it now. Robinson.
It's time to turn up the heat. Let's go. Come on.
Yep. I mean, it's really now or never if you want to try to really turn this game on its head. Anel now just playing about with it in the midfield. Robinson out on the left for Burrows. Back for Robinson. Here's Peck.
This is just bad. Come on.
Yeah. We're really just playing about with it.
They needed to find Souza there much earlier, and he had some space in the middle.
Oh, good ball from Hamer to Peck. Brewster plays it back, and we'll start again here.
I mean,
Souza.
they're somewhat organized, but
yeah,
we're not testing them.
Brewster for Raksaki. Raksaki now.
Got
two on him.
Oh, nobody get to the ball.
Tried to put a ball further into the area, but it's cleared out. United's still back on it. Peck.
Get there.
Campbell.
Oh.
Didn't get all of that.
The ball took a bounce a little bit away from him. Had it not, he would have gotten much better connection on it.
Yep.
The ball.
It took an awkward deflection.
It was spinning away. We can't show the game. If we show the game, we're
going to get booted off. We're going to get banned.
We get Nick in trouble.
First change for Oxford forthcoming here. It's Romney making way. And I didn't see who it was. 18 Matos. Is that the only change?
He's on loan from Chelsea.
Campbell going off. And Big Kafa. Kafa.
See, I don't know about this change.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not a small team.
No.
But maybe he keeps a ball up better. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some long balls into the box, and he can set up someone else coming in.
Yep.
Like a Hammer coming in on a chested down ball.
Yep. We're 3/4 of the way through this one. Peck and Vinny exchange here over for Anel out on the right-hand side. Go on a little marauding run, Anel. Come on. You got to draw a couple of A couple of defenders to you.
Doesn't look like he's got it in him today.
Here's Peck for Sariki.
Good strength.
Raksaki.
Really? We got rid of BBD and his bad touch, and now Raksaki's going to do it. Oh,
Brewster fires over, hits the scoreboard.
the scoreboard is fairly useless. It's so small. Right? Look at it. It's right over the goal. That's like so small.
I mean, it was a decent job from Peck there, but I don't know what Brewster's doing, especially when you've got Big Kiefer back stick there.
I think it's frustration. And
Yep.
that's bad. That's bad. We can't have that.
Nope. Ball booted down pitch.
What is that? Wow.
Pack that header.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Big Kiefer,
Oh,
but Gus can't really do anything with it. And
keep it in.
Burrows will keep it in. And it's Hamer now, or Hammer,
Guys.
for Peck.
What can we do? No.
Peck will shoot. Oh, and
Ooh,
it just goes
not
to the
bad.
left.
That looked like he might have got a glove on it.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Apparently not. But it was
It's
wide.
a decent shot from about 30
Let's see.
yards out
Let's
almost.
See. Let's see how decent it
Saw a
was.
little something.
Yeah,
I
not
think he
bad.
would have had that covered.
That's a good look. He did. He did. But not a bad look. I mean, consider where we're at. We haven't really had much of anything.
As I yawn. Yeah, that's pretty much describes our attack in this game, is that yawn.
70 minutes gone in this one.
Mm.
And
What?
I don't know what that foul was for. But it's going to be an Oxford free kick.
Cynical grab.
Yeah, potentially. Hammer's making his case right now. Yeah. Yeah.
He's got his arms around him.
Yeah, around
Oh,
Harris.
come
Yeah.
on. Jeez. That's
He
silly.
horse collared him a little bit.
Just a little. We can't afford to do things like that. It just
Yeah. Yep.
Just not mentally there for doing those things. Okay, yeah, it's because we have American owners, really. Seriously. That's why Robinson did what he did.
Yep. Not much comes to
That's a
that. I
foul.
mean, that should be a foul. Of course, nothing called.
How did he not call that? That's pathetic.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay, let's play on. That's still like, okay, I screwed up by not calling a foul. Let's play on.
Yeah, ridiculous call from the referee.
Non-foul. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's Anel with it now.
He's not a new referee either. He's been around since
No.
2008.
Robinson and Peck exchanging over for Anel now. I mean, they know what we're going to do. They know we're going to try to bring it down the right-hand side.
See, that's a bad touch by Hammer there. That's
I
disappointing.
mean, he got lucky. He got lucky, though.
Good.
Burrows, Robinson, Peck over for Anel. I mean, you try to get it into Raksaki's feet, in a good position. Here's Peck, though, in the middle of the park.
Seems like that's the only place a goal is going to come from.
I mean, it feels like it right now.
It's a link up between Siriki and Raksaki.
Here's Peck, Souza, Anel. Back for Peck, for Souza. Hammer now. Peck, Hammer, Brewster, Big
On top of each
Kiefer.
other. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Oxford come away with it, and they'll start the counterattack. What a
Marauding.
run. What a run.
Nice.
But United will recover, and we'll go the other way.
Good patience there by JLT. I don't often give him compliments.
Yeah, he deserves his plaudits.
Sometimes. He's just not a
Well,
smart player, and I don't like when players are not smart. That bothers me. You got to have intelligence of the game.
Vinny Souza now
Ah,
Puts it right into the feet of Dembele, looking for a ball to Raksaki. And here come Oxford. I don't know where this pace is coming from, I think, is it, Placheta?
Mm-hmm.
Ball cross for Dembele out on the left-hand side. Or that was Matos, excuse me. That ball ran out of play. He should be getting a yellow for that. Yep. And yeah, Placheta will go into the book here.
Very fancy hair.
Try pronouncing that first name
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, man. No thanks.
for Placheta. United back on the ball now. It's Sariki. And it's Robinson now. Just kind of faffing about with it in the back.
Man. This will be the biggest screw up of the weekend. Embarrassing. 15 minutes to make this right. Or at least save some. Oh my God, that touch.
Poor touch by Brewster.
Jeez. It's like, do the fundamentals, man. Come on.
We're lucky we didn't give the ball away as Robinson's back on it. He'll put a ball into the area. Was Brewster fouled there? No. That was a foul on Vinny Souza. And they'll get to waste a little bit more time. 15 minutes left plus stoppage.
I'm not feeling it.
Yep. I mean, I don't think you drop Campbell after, regardless of what the result is.
No, you mean for next game? No.
I have no clue.
Well, we have a. Oh, you mean? I mean, we have 3 games this week, right? So.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to watch Tuesday.
I know, me neither. I have like
a big
meeting right in the middle of that.
During Tuesday games.
Tom Campbell and Callum O'Hare to come on imminently, it looks like. Yep. I believe for Brewster and Peck. City Peck. Okay, interesting. So here comes Cannon for Peck, hoping to put a little bit more attacking power on there, and then Brewster is going to make way for Callum O'Hare. So a roll of the dice here. I mean, these are the subs that...
Does this stuff ever work?
I mean, it's classic Wilder just to chuck more attacking players on.
It's like Warnock, back to the Warnock days.
Yep.
Ugh.
Keeper comes all the way out to put that one out of play.
He had to.
Yep.
I mean, even Big Kifa with his lumbering run was going to get
Burrows, O'Hare.
Big nobody on that back side.
Could not control it.
On.
Ahmed Hodzic for Sariki. Back for Ahmed Hodzic. Yeah, I mean, Tony, you're absolutely right. We have to try something different, and that's not it right there. Oh, Raksaki able to get on that. Vinny. Back stick for Burrows, but can't get anything on it. Oh, my God.
That's so pathetic.
I mean, it really wasn't the best of crosses in.
He needed to maybe keep running with it and stop, and and basically bring it to a stop to be able to do anything with that.
Yeah. Seconds keep ticking away, and here's Matos on it now. Anel will poke that one out of play, and is Volk's going to try to get another long ball into the area he is.
You know, what's disappointing about this is we've typically done really well against the teams that we should. I mean, not really well, but at least we've taken care of business, right?
Yep.
Typically. This is
Hull
definitely an anomaly of this for the season so far.
Hull was worse. A lot
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. But I think we all saw that coming, though, right? Needing reinforcements and
Yep.
injuries, and we kind of knew something was, might happen there. No, okay, thank you. Let's go. Go,
That
guys.
ball was headed out of play. Yep. You got to hurry it up now.
Over
Show
10
a
minutes
little.
here.
Show a little bit of urgency, please. Tried to go down. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oxford looked to make a couple more changes here. In the meantime,
Just not on the same page today.
no, United booted down pitch. But luckily, Hummer's able to get on it, and it's Jack Robinson and a Nell. JLT just boots it, and Dembele will come away with it. Here's the goal scorer now, slowing it down. Sariki initially does well, but Matos comes away with it. He passes out for Dembele.
Oh, man. Oof.
And a really poor sort of scuffed shot from Pochetta there.
Yes, we're watching the game. Just talking about yourself. What? Are you two watching the game or just talking about yourself? Have you been talking about yourself? No, I haven't been talking about myself. I just right now just trying to soak this in and figure out what the heck we could do to make this different, because it's not looked good.
Pochetta and Dembele are coming off, it looks like. Getting a standing O from the Oxford faithful. And it's going to be Bennett and Goodrum. For the last 10, 9 plus anyway. United have to find a goal. I mean, we have to try to find a way. We do win a throw down the right-hand side in the final third. And Sariki will take this throw in. It'll go back for Anel and Robinson. Back for Anel.
Moving backwards.
Here's
go, attack
Vinny.
it. Oh, Vinny, come on. Oh, Vinny.
Vinny loses the ball.
Oh, man.
And United quickly win it back. It's Hamer, but a poor pass from Gus. Yeah.
It's not on the same page. Just not.
Nope.
There we go.
Vinny does a good job. Big key for now. Burrows. Yeah, he didn't play that in a stride for Burrows. Here's Sariki. Edge of the area.
No.
Oh. Here's Sariki. And that'll go right into Cummings' hands. Yeah, we're just not. It's just one of those where we're just not on it, really.
You know what, Tony? It's not even squeaky bum. It's just like it just doesn't look like it's happening. I mean,
yeah, it's one of those where you feel like we could play
any threat whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah.
And look, all we've done here is just keep this a mix, right? And taking ourselves out of first, which is really disappointing.
Yeah.
That's the disappointing part.
Right. Agreed.
I think what's happened here is Burnley have shown themselves to be the ones, to make a run.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they've not lost a game since November.
Nope.
which is absolutely insane to me. O'Hare comes away with the ball. Tries to play for Big Kiefer, but it's kind of poor, but it doesn't matter because
What is that? What
Vinny
the
Souza
heck?
just boots
Why,
it out of
why,
play.
why keep the ball if that's what you're going to do with it?
Yeah. I mean, you're spot on, Dublin. Like, there's no urgency whatsoever.
No, I got the Foreigner song in my head, and it looks nothing like the Foreigner song.
I knew the second I saw what their goalkeeper's name was that there were going to be jokes. You just had to.
Oh, I didn't see a joke. Did you remove one?
Their striker Oxford striker just fell. That was really funny.
I don't know what the heck that
All right,
was.
a little bit of space to play into here, and
Oh
that
my
ball,
God.
the ball will go out of play, but it was off Oxford last, so United will have a throw in here, and it's Sariki trying to beat two.
What is
going?
happening?
I have no
Hopping
clue what is going
around
on
and
here.
playing for a foul.
United end up with a throw in,
Well,
which will be a long throw. Come on, get it right on Big Kiefer's head. Right on Big Kiefer's
come on,
head.
Robbo, do something here. Create something. Nobody else would be able to create. Why not him?
Ball
Kiefer,
goes
where are
in,
you?
misses
Yeah.
Big Kiefer. It's Hamer for Robbo. Oh, tried to head it back for O'Hare. This ball will run out and be played all the way back for Cooper. Cooper will just boot it down pitch. Here's Cannon headed for.
These balls in the
Anel.
air are not going to beat this team today.
Yeah.
It needs
Here's
to be on the
Sariki.
ground. It needs to be dribbling through them, around them.
O'Hare back for Sariki. United have tons in the middle. Callum O'Hare.
That's just disgusting.
Kiefer goes down in the box, but nothing given. And
no, that's disgusting to send that ball.
yeah,
what was that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So poor, so poor. Two more changes for Oxford now. I believe they will have made all of their changes after these two come on.
I don't expect very much time added on at this point. How about you?
No, maybe 3 minutes, maybe.
Only because it's a second half, because I would have thought we would have got more in the first half than what I've seen here.
Harris taking a sweet time.
I don't know. The way it feels right now, we could almost get 10 minutes and still not score.
Yeah. Bradshaw for Harris.
Has Cannon even touched the ball? He must have. Right?
I mean, he headed it for a second. And El Mazzuni is on for Brannigan. El Mazzuni is on for Brannigan. We get back underway here. For just booting it up the pitch.
No, we're just falling down.
Here comes Sariki, marauding run. He goes down. Nothing given.
Oh, yeah, he went down a little easy. He's got to be tired.
O'Hare. In for Raksaki.
Back there.
O'Hare. Back for Raksaki. Raksaki tries a shot. It's blocked. And Oxford are going to be able to clear this down pitch.
Yeah, you got to give them credit. They've blocked shots. They've blocked passes. They've done enough to, spoil a lot of what we try to create. Not that it's been great, but
yep. Bradshaw.
Wide open.
Is this a second? Nope.
Oof.
Vinny Souza will come away with it. 2 minutes of normal time.
Get out of jail free card there.
Here come United. Raksaki now
Go, go, go,
has forced
go.
around him. It's O'Hare.
See, that's why O'Hare just drives me nuts.
United will get a corner out of this as the ball deflected off of an Oxford player.
That needed to be nothing but a shot. I mean,
Yeah.
you're between the posts. You're 20 yards out. You're a professional.
Yep.
You never know what can happen. You get a deflection and it goes in. It's like right here. Touch, have shot. What are you messing with? Where do you think you're going with that ball? Pathetic.
Over a minute of normal time. Ball goes in, and that goes straight out. I mean, what was he trying for? The Olympico?
No idea.
Was that Gus who took that?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Bad decisions
Horrible.
everywhere. Bad decisions all over the pitch.
Yep.
How do you follow? But that's what we do, isn't it? It's like follow a brilliant performance against Coventry for this.
Yep. Really, really poor today. Frustrating. Well, we do want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're about to head into stoppage time. Probably not a ton of time left for United to try to find an equalizer in this one. But we've got to be quick about it. And certainly not going to be doing it by giving the ball back to them like that.
No.
However, it does go out of play, and Jackie Longthrow is going to be able to put one into the area. Can we get one in the same manner in which Oxford did in the first half? And we have rolled into stoppage time. How much time is going to go up on the board? Ball goes in, heads go up. Oh, and it's cleared out. 6 minutes of stoppage time. That's a lot more than I thought.
That's
so.
Same here.
That was a good header initially.
We have 13 shots, 4 on frame. Doesn't feel.
Ball goes in, and that'll be claimed by Cumming.
And once again, for the second game in a row, Oxford have 26% possession. The only difference is Borough were able to do something with the ball, and we have not.
Yeah. Oxford, you mean?
Is that what did I say?
You said Borough.
No, I'm saying Borough were able to do something with the ball last week.
Burrows.
So no, Oxford, because Oxford had 26% possession last week.
Oh.
And lost to
Sorry.
Borough because Borough were able to do something with the balls. Yeah, sorry if I didn't explain.
It's all good. All good.
It's frustrating.
Minute 20 of the stoppage gone.
Here come the Sack Wilder comments again. It's like clockwork.
Poor touch from Robinson.
And what is that? See, that's why Robinson you can't have that, and that's your captain. Horrible touch, and then he goes and just pushes the guy. What the hell was that? It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Hammer.
4 minutes, guys.
Ball goes into the area and it's booted out. Only as far as Robinson. It's Vinny Souza out for Hammer. He'll spray it into the box. Cannon.
Nothing.
Sariki.
That you got to do better.
And it'll be a throw.
We could have 60 more minutes, and I don't think we'll score.
No.
Why am I a clown? What did I say now?
Another long throw.
Let's go. Come on.
Frozen rope into the area. Oh it
man.
Reflected off of Raksaki and into Cummings' arms.
Oh, because I said we can play another 60 and not score. That's how we've looked today, and that's been disappointing. Bitterly disappointing. Johnny, this is painful. I'd rather scoop my eyes out with a hot spoon. Never heard that one before. That says it. That's just about says it.
Little over 3 minutes left into stoppage.
And a little over Big Kifa's head.
Yeah.
Just lost the ball. Just lost the ball. Burr. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not from South Yorkshire.
Absolute stinker here. I mean, we might have one more attack. Can we make something of it? We're certainly not going to make anything of it, like not being able to get possession of the ball here. O'Hare. Oh, wow. That's a poor foul. That's a really poor foul from Robinson.
That's a card.
Yeah, definitely a card for Robbo, and more time will be taken off. And I'm sure they will not be eager to get this one underway.
Yeah, Dublin's correct. The non-performance we've put in here just says, I mean, that says it all. It's like, you don't deserve anything.
I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? We just headed it right to them.
Yeah.
We got to get possession of the ball here. It's now or never.
It's over. It was over 15 minutes ago. No, you're not going to get a foul for that. Nice job, Kifa. And yet we lost it again. Offside.
Offside.
That's good. Take it quick. Let's go. Come on. Last ditch effort right here.
Yep. Last chance saloon here.
Yeah.
Here's Gus with it. He's just going to boot it down pitch. And they head it out.
Work. That's not going to work. Yeah, it always needed to be possession brought in today.
United do get it back, and it's Hamer. He'll play in Burrows on the left. Poor first touch, and that ball will run out.
It's like that describes the day right there.
Yep.
That describes the day right there.
Well, I think that's going to just pretty much do it.
Look, the disappointing thing is you have the better players. You have the better players technically, and it always needed to be you play with skill, and we haven't done that today. We've played into their hands, trying to like send balls in the air, trying to basically play their game is the way I see it.
Yep.
And how does that happen? I mean, you got to at least look at Wilder a little bit there and say, understood it in the first 5 minutes, but
was Robinson just sent off?
I don't think so. What?
I thought I could have sworn he got a yellow card.
No, I don't think so.
No. That's it. Full time.
Look at John McDee's post.
Thank you for making me laugh. Oh, that was unbelievable. That was absolutely right, Chris. Disgusting.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Horrible. Really, really horrible game.
Questions need to be asked. I mean, how do you follow up? You had 8 days. It's not like, the players are exhausted. You had 8 days since the last game.
Yep.
Since that performance. And then you just do a 180. A total 180. With the same lineup.
Yep. Yep. Hi. Very disappointing, and obviously United fall out of first place, and now are only 1 point behind, I should say in front of Leeds United. Really, really tight at the top. But I mean,
that Easter Monday. That Easter Monday fixture was big, and now it's just gotten even bigger.
It just seems like nobody really wants that first place position. It's like, no, you have it. You have it.
We'll see if Burnley show us. I mean, have they been first all year until now?
If they were, it was
early on.
It was brief, very right? Early on. Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. We'll see. They might indeed say, "Yeah, we'll take this. Thank you."
Yep.
The way they've been playing.
So we want to just thank everybody for tuning in. Once again, Noah Snyder from the Red Half of Sheffield. Simon, thank you so much for guest commentating on this one. A very disappointing loss ultimately for Sheffield United away at Oxford. And we really need to make sure our fortunes change in the midweek. We cannot afford to drop any more points at this point. And you have to see this, Simon, as a really, really disappointing opportunity to potentially go even more ahead of Leeds. So
yeah, we lost the opportunity to separate ourselves.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And that's just all we've done is we've just said, no, we're not doing that right now.
Right.
And I want to shout out to Mapo. Apparently, we could have done a better job keeping up with the comments, but I think more of it was, I was just so disgusting, so disappointing to watch this. To come out and have a performance like that with so much on the line.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. So from the Sheff United away, for Simon and myself, we do want to thank you for tuning in. Hopefully in the midweek, we can right the ship, get another 3 points on the board. And then, look, if we can get 6 from 9 points this week, I think that'll give us a good platform. I said that you probably need to win 5 out of the last 7. So really what it is 5 out of the last 6 now.
Yep.
Yep. So thank you so much once again. Nick will be on here much later in the evening. He's making the long trip back from Oxford, probably right now. Disappointed, but he will be on later if you want to tune in for that. In the meantime, I'll leave you with Up the Blades, folks.
Let's get this. Let's do better. Up the Blades.
He leads us all the way, playing proper football, the Sheff United way. Ale, ale, ale.